Hello all, welcome to this session of Open Mentor. Our motto is the whole world can learn for free. In this session we are going to talk about HR domain. This is not going to be just one session. There may be multiple sessions for HR domain because HR as human resource management is not simple. It's huge and it's very highly valuable, and HR is one thing that every company needs. No company can live without human beings, right? Previously this is called HR management. Now it is called human capital management. The reason is human beings are assets to the company. It's a capital, right? So it is now called human capital management, but I will use the word HR because I'm used to that word. Still I have not changed from the HR to HC, but both are synonymous. Let us first see what are the things that you need to have in HR management. Essentially, managing people itself is a big task, right? Manage people. I'm not talking about managing the projects, managing the delivery of some software or hardware work or real estate work. No, just managing people itself is a big task. That's why you have got a HR department in every company. Before even going to this HR management, the first thing that we need to know is organization structure, right? This organization structure itself is like a tree, right? Excuse me. You have got C star O's at the top, then you got VPs and the AVPs, then general managers, then managers, right? Then leads, then executives, right? Then you've got trainees, then you have got support staff, right? How the organization is structured. There are two things that we need to keep in mind. The HR management system software needs to have a configurable organization structure. I can define any levels of designations, right? In some companies you will see assistant vice president, associate vice president, a senior vice president, right? Within vice president itself you will have multiple levels. So we need to have a configurable way of managing the designations and their levels and the hierarchy, right? So this is the very first exercise the organization needs to have. Have this as a first step. In fact, even in some of the standards book like ISO and other stuff, you could see something called organization manual. This organization manual is the one that talks about roles and responsibilities at each level. So the AVP is expected to do something, the general manager is expected to do something, right? And another thing is departments and divisions. So I would say the very first stuff in this thing should be like organization structure. Then the second stuff would be departments and divisions. When you say departments and divisions, there are multiple departments, right? For example, accounts department, purchase department, right? Then infrastructure maintenance. There's a delivery department. Like this, there are a lot of departments within the company. Ultimately, people are distributed across departments and divisions. Within accounts department, they may have divisions like accounts payable and accounts receivable, right? Even within purchase, you may say within the state purchase, within the country purchase, purchase from foreign vendors, right? If you take a manufacturer, they will say there are vendors who supply raw material, there are vendors who supply finished goods. The purchasing of raw material, the purchasing of finished goods, they have some specific areas to look into. So within departments, they will have divisions, right? So all these things need to be fed into the system. So the very first step, the step that you take is configuring the organization, then configuring the departments and divisions. Fine. The departments and divisions within the company need to be mapped. The third area is very, very vital. It is called personal information. Because the organization, if you take, there are many departments, within that there are many divisions, there are different hierarchy of people, then ultimately there are individuals. These are all individual information. So ideally, whenever you are going and then starting an account, opening an account in a bank, you fill some details. You join a college, you fill some details. Same way, all the personal details, typically first name, last name, middle name, right? This is required. Then of course, date of birth of every person is required. Of course, the address details, phone, emails, right? You can have multiple emails, people will get that, right? Many companies do maintain your passport details, right? So that you can be traced in terms of legal stuff with respect to identification of people. Now many countries have this unique identification. In US you have got social security number, right? Now in India again the C equivalent is a unique ID for every person, right? Also some of the driving license details. So these are all like one-time information that the company can maintain about you. Other than this, what is your blood group? Are you an organ donor or not? Right? The blood group is very vital because if there is any accident happening or something happening, then people can help you. At the same time, if someone requests the organization, we need people of this blood group, you can also help the community. Plus your education details. Education details will be multiple, right? Your 10th grade, 12th grade, UG, undergraduate, postgraduate, right? Certifications, right? Ideally, schooling, college, certifications, diploma, right? All these information should be fed. Then past employment. Who was your past employer? Time frame in which you worked, role and designation, right? Many details like this. Your past employment details. Then if you are coming by a vehicle to office, what are the vehicle details you have got? Because companies need to provide visitors pass or vehicle pass. Of course, finally the family details, right? Father's name, mother's name, date of birth, spouses or siblings, kids, and any other insurance details you want to provide to the company so that company can contribute to the insurance, right? These are all personal information. Every employee's personal information will be fed. This is critical asset for the company, right? Of course, the bank details, one person is reminding me, right? Bank details, because to which account the company has to deposit the salary, right? Or any reimbursement, it has to go, if you want it to automatically go, what is that? Again, you may have multiple accounts, you may not disclose everything to the company, but to which account the salary has to be credited, that you can disclose to the company, not an issue, right? So all these information, again, you can provide more information also, depending upon your disclosure details, willingness to the company and the policies of the company, but these are essentials for the company to operate upon any individual, right? This is the first part. Who are all the employees, right? That is in the personal information. What are all the designations? What are all the departments and divisions, right? Then the fourth information, apart from the departments and divisions, office locations. Which is the headquarters, what is the address, and which is the branch office, right? Every branch details, right? All branch details will be fed over here in the office locations, because ultimately human beings will be physically working in some place. Once all these things are done, map people to roles, locations, departments and divisions. Person John is general manager working in Main Street branch in accounts department in the accounts receivable division, right? Ramji is working in Dubai office working as marketing manager, and the division is frontline marketing. So you map people to locations, departments and divisions. This is vital for any organization at any point of time, who works where, at what capacity, and what all their details we need to know, right? So a HR product, a HR software will always have this fundamental information. This is a configurable stuff, right? And since number of employees can be more, it's not worth doing the data entry. There should be an import feature from files, maybe comma separated files or spreadsheets. If the data is already available in a spreadsheet, just import it so that it comes to the system's database. This is the first part of HR. This information has to be kept, right? Apart from the personal information, date of joining also will be created. Okay. Date of joining of the employee. This is vital, right? We'll be talking about the employment history within the company, maybe in the next session. This is a core part of HR. We will have all other informations which will be reading information from this. Okay, I'll stop this session here. Thank you.